Over the past several years, many a patriot has decided that the best way to bump up those rookie numbers and add to their arsenal is by way of untraceable death machines that are capable of firing a 30 magazine clip in half a second. Whether you've gone with aluminum or polymer, get your Dremel and Rusty Bastard files ready because today we're talking all about 80% builds. Before we get started, I'm sure I don't need to remind you how important it is to give this video a thumbs up. This video is the most important thing that we've ever made, which is not honestly unlike any other video that we make. Next week will also be the most important video we've ever made, but do not let that fool you into a false sense of security and ignore that button. Also, make sure to click subscribe and the bell icon if you support our goal to defeat our opponents in the upcoming Gundies Awards, because we are the voice for the people. And all of our opponents, well, they're pro-evil. Hey, would you guys like to know what's not evil? Gold! And with a segue like that, I'm sure you can guess who this week's sponsor is. That's right, it's Acre Gold. Now, some may say that a sponsor for gold is kind of weird on a gun channel, but I beg to differ. With their subscription service and $50 a month, you can start earning your way gold bar by bar to the next ultimate flex on the Poors gun. The actually gold-plated AK. And let's be honest, if you're watching this channel, then you live to drop that big flex on all those XD lovers out there who can only dream of owning gold or an AK. And with Acre Gold, you now can have both.
I see this as an absolute win.
You can show them some love by following the link in the description below. Alright folks, first we need to talk about what an 80% build is. In the case of an AR, it's the lower receiver. In the case of a pistol, it's the entire receiver. The key here is that it's only 80% complete. It sounds like a cut and dry case of laziness by the manufacturers if you ask me.
Are you sure about that?
Don't get me wrong, we here at Tundra Tactical are strong supporters of half-assing everything that we do. But when it comes to stuff that I buy, it's usually better if it's actually usable by me right off the bat. It's a little known fact and a current state secret that this concept was actually stolen from the Swedish, who have built an entire empire on the concept of selling you furniture that you have to put together yourself, saving them money and robbing you of your sanity when you can't find the Jesus Allen wrench under the pile of styrofoam and plastic packing wrap. The big difference with 80% builds is that before you can put all the pieces together, you need to remove the material from the receiver and then add all of the shooty bits. This concept means that the end user, a guy who likely was born with 10 thumbs and a drinking problem, is going to be making the cuts into a material that is usually made with a CNC machine. Most of us don't have a CNC machine in our garage, but everybody who's ever handled a Mosin or an Enfield in the past is sure to have a Dremel in a dream. And I am convinced that those are actually subcomponents of the previously mentioned items. After you make a bunch of cuts into the receiver, you assemble everything and hope to our father Eugene that you did it all right before you proceed to stick small bits of actual explosions into your fabric-cobbled contraption and detonate them only inches from your face. Best of luck, bud. Alright, I'll give it to you. In actuality, this isn't really as horrifying as it sounds because very few of us are machining our own chambers and barrels. But at face value, it does kind of sound sketchy as frig. Hey, those Abe references doing anything for you yet?
Here's blood in your eye. Cornect.
What are the benefits of taking your life into your own hands and constructing some bastardized Frankengun in your garage after your kids have gone to bed and you're 3 beers deep? Well, the primary attraction comes from the fact that you're able to build your very own gun with no serial numbers that can be used to help the ATF locate your dog. The law currently has no restrictions on a citizen's ability to build their own firearms in the comfort of their own home. And as long as, among a few other things, the end result conforms to the NFA guidance, you're pretty much good. And since the 80% receiver is not complete when you get it, you're well within your rights to go hog wild on these things. Another benefit of building a firearm from this point is you'll have a great understanding of how your gun actually works. From the initial material removal all the way to gun fitting, and then with the satisfaction of this thing actually working, you are sure to feel very accomplished at the end of this project. Provided you get there, of course. Hey there, Tundra Nation, Future Tyler here, coming at you real quick just to let you know that if you like the content here on Tundra Tactical, you should check out our brand new Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live for more clips like this. Oh, that's a grenade. Get f***ed, you weirdos! Get f***ed, you weirdos! Nobody even likes you, you're adopted. Somebody clip it. Chat, what's going on? Like, one does not remember going to Korea. Like, I know I was there because other people told me I was there and I had orders. The rest is a blur. But he still hasn't beat Hypo's record.
All right, what are we gonna say is the range for Hypo's record? Just break 500
Hypo's
or?
Record. Sir? Sir? Sir, are you okay? Sir? Driver? Sir? Driver? Sir? I'm on a rampage. I am on a I just took the point by myself.
Tyler's full name is Tyler Jeff Bonquiqui.
I told you that in confidence. Come on. This is not great. Get in your face. And now for the cons, aka hater points. If you think you're gonna jump into this project to save money, well, then you can think again. No! No matter what Uncle Ricky said, that forum post on AR15.com is the exception to the rule. A simple Polymer 80 AR lower is gonna run you in the neighborhood of $80. More if you include the jig, and please, for the love of all that is holy, do not skip the jig thinking you're just gonna eyeball this thing.
Hi there. Is there a project you're working on?
I know more than you.
All right.
Many hours later.
A simple Anderson receiver is going to run you in the neighborhood of $40 to $50, and no matter how crappy you want to say that Anderson lower might be, it's undoubtedly going to be better than that polymer lower that you penetrated with your clapped out Black & Decker until you could finally crab the sear into it. Plus, if you're going to make your very own boomstick, you might be the kind of nerd that thinks it's going to be the best gun ever built.
Wrong.
This is in fact impossible because it's not an M2HB, but I digress. You might decide that this is going to be your next Gucci gun to join the collection, and put a bunch of premium components and accessories on a receiver that is rated as questionable at best. And if you're anything like us, that is almost guaranteed to end in disaster. Thanks again to my old Omni.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Next up, don't even get me started on the feeling of soul-crushing defeat when you see an $80 project get flushed down the toilet the moment you use one too many Ooga Doogas and punch a hole straight through the side of your receiver. The only feeling I can equate this to would be that of John Wick, maybe, when he found his dog lying dead on the living room floor. Except that instead of having a gun to go on an entire rampage and literally kill an entire industry, you're left empty-handed and blaming yourself with no gun to actually shoot anything with. Another point is the fact that you can't really take this thing with you to any classes. What? I mean, yeah, technically you could, but doing so will make you the primary target of ridicule by all the instructors for the duration of the course. Lord help you anytime you actually have a malfunction, and regardless of what actually caused that malfunction, everybody in the course is going to blame it on your lack of ability to create good things. Hopefully this doesn't bleed into other parts of your life, but it probably will if it hasn't already. Just hope you got thick skin. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I did watch some Ally McBeal back in the day, and if you manage to undertake one of these projects and emerge from the ashes, curse words, and bruised thumbs with a functioning firearm, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be the best option for self-defense. I mean, this is murky territory here, so think what you will. But most of us realize that if we shoot somebody, no matter for what reason, there's going to be an investigation.
No way. Yes way.
And I find it hard to believe that smoking some buster with a homemade, untraceable, and inherently evil piece of hardware, quote unquote, is going to make you look resourceful to a judge and/or jury of your peers. It's more than likely going to make you look like some kind of weirdo with a fetish for camo-clad militia members who are probably into butt stuff. It may not be wrong, but that is certainly none of their business. Finally, 80% receivers are something that the evil government complex has already been trying to throw a temper tantrum over for a couple of years now.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
I was saying balloons.
Ever since some butthole in California decided he could make a few bucks by finishing these bad boys off and selling them to gang members. In response, the anti-gun commies have been trying to find a way to infringe on your right to dig your dirty Leatherman tool into an unfinished receiver to make a boomstick at home. There's probably a porn joke in there somewhere. This might actually be a pro now that I think about it, because the more of these things that are actually out there on the market, it'll just make it that much harder, if not damn near impossible, to try to find and round them all up if some new infringement ever does come down the pipe. And I guess, isn't that really the point?
Yup!
Either way, it's just another tool that makes your dog a potential target for the freedom-hating feds. But whatever though, f those guys. In reality, these things are actually a pretty cool idea, and they can be a really fun project to get started with. If you want to build one, you should just go ahead and do it because it can be both rewarding and educational. Just don't shoot your eye out. If this was way too positive for you, then check out these 2 videos right here of Tundra telling you more why your decision sucks. Thanks for watching, Tundra Nation, and tune in next week to see if we finally got it figured out. Probably not though, because we still don't know what the f we're doing.